What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another video, and I'm sorry I really haven't had a lot of Giants content lately, just kind of doing other things. There's just not much to talk about with the New York Giants. I did the pregame video about the Cardinals, and Giants obviously will be streaming the Cardinals Giants tomorrow, but I just haven't had a lot to talk about. Obviously Saquon Barkley and Evan Ingram are starting, but other than that, there's really not much going on, so it's been hard to get Giants content up. I'll try to do a better job of getting more Giants stuff up there, but it's kind of talking about whatever I want to talk about at this juncture in the season. And this one is about Baker Mayfield. Now, I did a video probably a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, talking about how bad he's been and how I was way off on how good I thought Baker would be. And this year I am. I thought Baker Mayfield would win the most valuable player. I thought that with Nick Chubb adding Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, David Njoku, who was hurt most of the year, I just thought Cleveland would be a lot better than they are. I thought they'd be 10-6. I thought they would win the division. I know a lot of people loved Cleveland going into the year. Not everybody, but a lot of people had them going far. I thought they'd lose the first round of the playoffs, but I did have them winning the division. That could still happen, but let's face it, they're not a good team right now. And Baker Mayfield is playing awful. There's no doubt about that. He's thrown 11 interceptions in 6 games. That leads the NFL. He's only thrown 5 touchdowns, and even on throws that he's not throwing interceptions, a couple games I watched him play, he's been really inaccurate with his throws. He's, he looks lost out there. He's really struggling. And, I ripped him pretty good in the video. He's a loudmouth. He talks a lot of crap. He's very cocky, very arrogant. He plays with his chip on his shoulder, and I like that about him. I like that he is, is a competitor, and I don't mind trash talking. I'm a trash talker at heart. We all know that. So I enjoy a good trash talker, but there comes a point in time when you have to shut your mouth. I had to do it with the Giants. I changed my channel format in 2017 when we were in the midst of a 3-13 season, and then we were 5-11, realizing you really can't talk a lot of trash when your team is really bad. It's just hard to talk trash when your team sucks, because what are you talking trash for, man? Your team is trash. So why would you talk trash when your team sucks? Now, I like to still have fun with my Cowboys and Eagles fans on here. We all know that. Especially Eagles fans, I like to dig them a little bit about how they feel everybody is going to their team. And, of course, I like to dig the Cowboys fans because it's just in good nature trash talking, But I'm not saying that we're better than them. Baker Mayfield has got to eat some humble pie, has to turn this around. Now, one thing I'm going to say, though, and that's what this video is about, Baker Mayfield is not Johnny Manziel. Not close. The reason everybody compares Baker Mayfield to Johnny Manziel is because of their attitude, because of that arrogance, because of that trash talking. That's why they compare him. There's no other reason to compare those two. Baker Mayfield is head and shoulders better than Johnny Manziel ever was, ever will be. Johnny Manziel was not an NFL quarterback, never was going to succeed in the NFL. Baker Mayfield is so much more talented than Johnny Manziel. Now, will Baker Mayfield ever get out of this funk? Is this who Baker Mayfield is? Is this the real Baker Mayfield we're seeing? Or is it the rookie season that we saw Baker Mayfield have? Is he that quarterback in Oklahoma that won the Heisman? Or is this what he's going to be in the NFL? A lot of quarterbacks go through that second season slump. A lot of them, teams get film on them. It's up to the quarterback to adjust. Teams obviously have film on Baker Mayfield. They found his weaknesses. They're going after it, and Baker hasn't adjusted yet. I still like Baker Mayfield. I'm a Sooner fan. Okay, he meant a lot to this to our organization down there in Oklahoma. He played a hell of a freaking Rose Bowl game. And we had a chance to win a championship a couple times with him there. Now, we did lose the better teams. Georgia was better than us. We had no defense. Clemson was better than us. We had no defense. That's what happened. Oklahoma actually has a defense this year, which is nice to see. But I get so sick and tired of those comparisons because I watched both of those quarterbacks, and I knew Johnny Manziel would absolutely suck in the NFL. And he did. That's why he doesn't have a job. He's no good. That has nothing to do with his attitude, man. He can't play at this level. Baker Mayfield can definitely play at the NFL level. And he can play much better than he's playing right now. But it is up to Baker Mayfield to get his shit together, to start watching film, to stop being so arrogant, to stop talking all that trash, to stop thinking he's as good as he is, and to realize the NFL will humble you really, really fast. You will get humbled in this league. These are the best players in the world, man. You're not playing Kansas. You're not playing K-State. You're not playing Baylor's defense. You're not playing Iowa State's defense. You're not playing South Dakota, Tulsa, UCLA. You're not playing these teams. You're playing the Seattle Seahawks. You're playing the Baltimore Ravens. These are NFL teams, man. These are the best of the best. And you got to be better than you're being, Baker. And I still, like I said, I still love Baker Mayfield. I'm going to give him hell when he deserves it. I give every player, it doesn't matter if I like the player or don't like the player. You guys know me. I will give players hell when they deserve it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. If I feel they deserve criticism, I give it to them. If I feel they deserve credit, I give it to them. I don't care how I feel about them personally as a player. Everybody knows I'm a big Baker Mayfield fan. Everybody knows I'm a big Kyler Murray fan. But if they play bad, I'm going to say, hey, you're playing like shit. And get it together. Baker Mayfield's playing like shit right now. He stinks. He's terrible. But I get so sick of those comparisons. He's not Johnny Manziel. He's not close to Johnny Manziel. He is 10 times more talented than Johnny Manziel ever was. Ever. Baker can play at this level. It's up to Baker to get his stuff together, to stop being so cocky and arrogant, and to realize, you know what? Instead of talking with my mouth, I have to go out there and talk with my play. Okay, we're 2-4. The season is still pretty early. It's not even halfway through the season yet. I got to get it together. I have to become the leader of this team and lead by example, but with my play, not with my mouth. I got to stop worrying about talking about the Giants. I don't know why Baker Mayfield decided he wanted to talk about the Giants this offseason, talk about our fan base, talk about Daniel Jones. I don't know why he decided to do that, okay? I don't get it. I don't know if that's because of Odell Beckham. I really don't know what prompted Baker Mayfield to talk about the Giants. That kind of pissed me off because I don't know why he's talking about my team. The Cleveland and the Giants have no connection at all. So the fact he was talking about the team kind of agitated me a little bit, and the fact that I picked the guy to win the MVP and he's played like crap doesn't agitate me, but it deserved a video saying, hey, I was completely wrong about how I thought Baker Mayfield would do this year. Now, do I think Baker Mayfield is this guy? Do I think he's this bad? No. I think Baker Mayfield still... And I know Jets fans, and I know people love Sam Darnold. I am not a Sam Darnold guy. I don't care. He had a big game against Dallas. I had to hear from Jets, oh, you still think Sam Darnold stinks? Sam Darnold stinks, right, Baddog? Sam Darnold, Sam Darnold, Sam Darnold. I had to hear about Sam Mono all freaking last week. All last week. And all I had to try to tell him is Daniel Jones also had an incredible game one against Tampa. 336 yards in the air, 4 total touchdowns. Sam Darnold's never had 4 touchdowns in a game in his career. Daniel Jones did it his first freaking career game. People wanted to talk about Daniel Jones being in the damn Hall of Fame after game 1, and now they call him a bust. So one game does not make you great in this league. So Sam Darnold had a great game. I still think Baker Mayfield's better than Sam Darnold, and that's the way I'm going to feel until proven otherwise. Right now, yeah, Baker Mayfield looks like crap, but I think Baker Mayfield is much better than he's played, and there is no reason to compare Baker Mayfield to Johnny Manziel. It's a dumb comparison. I understand the comparison because of the attitude, because of the arrogance, because people hate him as a person. I get it. He's not a great person, okay? I get that. Neither was Johnny Manziel. But talent level-wise in the NFL, Baker Mayfield is so much better than Johnny Manziel. And that I just get sick of those comparisons. So I wanted to come up here and at least dig up for Baker in that aspect, okay? Again, I am a big fan of Baker Mayfield. I hope he turns it around. I know everybody's hating on Cleveland. I don't know why everybody's hating on Cleveland. I mean, I'm a Giants fan. Obviously, Odell Beckham said a lot of stuff about the Giants organization. I'm not rooting for Odell Beckham to fail. I don't care. I don't care if Odell Beckham does really great or if he stinks. It doesn't matter to me. It has nothing to do with the Giants at this point. The only time I want Baker and Odell Beckham, I'm going to root against them is when they play us. Other than that, I don't care if they do good or do bad. I'm not rooting against Odell Beckham. I never had a problem with Odell Beckham. People always think that I hated Odell Beckham when he played here. No, I just hated his antics. I hated that he couldn't shut his mouth. I hated that he threw Eli Manning under the bus without saying Eli Manning's name. I hate some of the dumb things he says, like, I was the franchise. I was keeping the franchise alive. That type of thing. That type of thing aggravated me about Odell Beckham. The stupid penalties on the field, the hitting of the field goal net, the boat trip, all the dumb crap he did, that irritated me about him. But I never questioned Odell Beckham's heart. I never questioned his desire to win. I never questioned his effort. I know that guy gave effort. I know that guy played his ass off. If he was okay up here, I would have loved the guy to death. I loved him when he played here anyway, but I was ready to move on from him because I felt like he was bad for that locker room. I felt like even though people say the players loved Odell Beckham, I feel like he split that locker room. I feel like he was bad for that locker room. And you can kind of see it in Cleveland. I'm not saying it's Odell Beckham's fault, but that mesh of big personalities, and I knew that may be a problem. I said if Cleveland gets off to a bad start, you may see that thing be volatile and blow up over there. Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, when Kareem Hunt comes in, they even have Kareem Hunt yet. There's another big personality, Baker Mayfield. Can they mesh together? Everything was going to be hunky-dory if they were winning games, but they're 2-4 and they're underachieving according to a lot of people. Now, Freddie Kitchens has a lot to do with that. Freddie Kitchens is not the right coach for that job. I'm getting way off topic here because I started talking about the Cleveland Browns, but I want to end it because I don't want to ramble on too long, okay? The fact of the matter is, Baker Mayfield is better than Johnny Manziel. I'm sick of people comparing those two. It is up to Baker Mayfield to prove that he could play at this level. I know he can, but he has to make an adjustment, and he has to be better. Johnny Manziel would have never, ever succeeded in the NFL at any level at any time because he is not an NFL quarterback. Baker Mayfield is an NFL quarterback. He's just got to get his shit together, stop believing he's better than he is, and go out there and play the way he can play. That's all it is. He's got to lead by example on the field. Stop talking off of it. That's simple. It's Baddog, and I'm gone. Peace!